Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to.
How does it feel to be 60?
I would say that I feel happy. I feel excited about it. Like I always say, it crept in on me. I didn't. I must say that I wasn't really conscious of that reality until it happened. I mean, of course, it's just the way you celebrate your birthday on a yearly basis. You keep marking it, and until you just realize that, I mean, you're 60, the milestone age is here, and I've taken it in good faith.
Now, the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, praised you for your, in quotes, significant contribution to the media on that day. How did that make you feel?
It also made me feel good because, I mean, like you said, coming from the president of the country, recognizing your little efforts in your little corner, I mean, it's something very significant, and it's something I hold in high esteem. I'm not taking that for granted, especially coming from him, because he was also quite aware of our contributions to the media at that time, in those crazy days of the pro-democracy period and all of that. So he knows, I guess he knows what he's saying when he said that, I mean, our little contributions needed to be acknowledged.
Okay. What would you say has been the greatest lesson that life has taught you at 60?
Well, I would say the greatest lesson is the fact that whatever you want to do in life, uh, early I mean, I mean, you have to at an early period, you need to quickly take a decision on the shape of how you want your life to be in terms of career, define and discover your purpose. And then, for me, I'm one of those who went into journalism with my eyes wide open. I mean, I didn't just end up there as a result of not having something else to do. I've always wanted to be a journalist, and I prepared myself. I was intentional about it. Even my choice of friends at the start of my career were media people. They were reporters. They were senior editors in papers and all that. And I really, I mean, prepared myself for it, and it worked out. And I've always believed that one can actually make a career out of the media.
Okay. What is going to change about you now that you're 60?
I don't think anything will change really. Because I don't feel it. I don't know how it feels. I just see it as marking another birthday, ticking another dot, and then continuing with your life. I mean, I'm sold out on the media, sold out on journalism, and I just don't see how. I mean, I can't begin to do anything now, any new thing now other than what I do. Of course, maybe I'll look at other areas within the media space that I can also add my I mean my voice to make it a reality.
What would you say is your biggest regret at 60?
Ah, the only thing I can call a regret, and it's not really a regret, is the fact that I did not or have not been able to um, take a degree in law. The two professions I love dearly. I mean, they're media and also the legal profession. I've always wanted to be a journalist. I've also wanted to be a lawyer. And at some point, I consulted one of my lecturers in school when I was leaving. That, I mean, he should advise me on what to do. Now I have a degree. Do I go back and read law? At the same time, I want to be a journalist and all that. And I thought he would give me an answer that I can depend on and all that. Surprisingly, the elderly man told me straight away that I mean I remember his words. He said this country needs good journalists. This country also needs good lawyers. So you have to go back, sit down, and reflect on it, and decide on which one you want to be. And I was like, "Ah, what's this man talking about? I mean, I wanted you to advise me, but that was so. At the end of the day, it made me know that I mean, I would have to be the one to decide on whatever choice I need to make. I mean, it's not dependent on any other person, and nobody can advise you to do this or do that. That you have to discover yourself. And I learned that lesson early in life, that you shouldn't depend on what other people say about you. Just decide this is what I want to do, and then put your all into it. And that was what I did.
What would you describe as your greatest accomplishment at 60?
Well, it is the fact that I decided on a career. I put my all into it, and then the society that I operate within came out to say, "Oh, you've done well. Oh, you've contributed your own little quota," and I'm being recognized. So for me, that is for me is fulfillment, because it's one thing to say, "Oh, I want to travel to Ibadan," and then you can't achieve that, and then you begin to regret. Oh, I would have loved to be this, but then when you decide that, oh, I want to be a journalist, and then you you are intentional about it, you go for courses on it, you pick mentors, and then you fashion your life after their own lives and all that, and then at the end of the day you are able to achieve some of the things you set out to do, and then the society recognizes that, and you've received accolades and praise for it. So it's a feel good situation. We feel good about that.
Okay. In the last 60 years, I need you to tell us just one person who has impacted your life the most. One person in the last
one
60
one
years.
person. That is going to be difficult. You know why I said it's going to be difficult? I can say that I've received grace. Somehow, many people just come into my life, they help, and at times they disappear. And I believe that it's God sending them to help me. So, saying one person, well, okay, maybe I can say God. Let me answer your question. I can say God. because you see,
Okay, other than God,
eh, eh,
one individual who has impacted your life the most in the
that's why I
last
said
60
that's why I
years.
said it will be difficult. You know why, and I know what I mean by that. I've received help from where I never thought it would come from, and then it makes me feel humble that, oh, where you're not looking at, help comes from there. And then as you're trying to see, how to say thank you or appreciate that help, the person just disappears. And so you begin to look at it from a spiritual point of view that maybe the people I'm talking about are God sent. So saying one individual, I really don't know, how or where to start from or where to look at. So that's my problem.
Okay.